and I don't know, like...
But it sounds to me like what you're doing, you're constructing...
That like I'm justifying October 7th, right?
No, I don't thought...
We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it.
You're saying, what else did you expect?
Yeah, what else do you accept? If you treat people like animals, they will behave like animals, Piers.
So you accept they behave like animals?
Yeah, some of them did, yes. Some of them did, yes. Like, yeah,
I mean, there were 3,000 of them.
Yeah. Well,
entering at 13 different points.
So 13,000, 3,000?
3,000 Hamas at 13 entry points.
So for that, you killed 50,000 people.
Well, they killed 1,200 people. They kidnapped over 250.
No. I said like Israelis, for that, they killed 50,000
Well, hang on.
people.
I'm about to give you the numbers as we now believe them. So 1,200 people were killed, of which 400 were believed to be military. Then you had nearly 7,000 more people who were wounded, many of them irrevocably badly. You had over 250 people kidnapped, including a baby who's never been returned, Holocaust survivors, grandparents, and so on. And my question is really, I'm not sure what you would have expected Israel to do.
Carry out strategic military operations.
You've got to have some idea. You can't just say what you did is wrong.
Yeah.
You've got to have a thing of, given what happened to them, given that huge blow to their country and to their people, given that Hamas said we're going to keep doing this to you, what should Israel have done?
So let's nuke Gaza, right? I mean, that's like...
They haven't nuked Gaza.
They
could have done.
They have dropped
They
bombs.
could have done.
Yeah,
I mean, my argument to those who say it's genocide is, if they'd wanted to, Israel has the ability to blow up the whole of Gaza now. They haven't done that.
So...
If you really are genocidal, why wouldn't you do that?
If people are still around, it's not a genocide. If monkeys are still alive, how there's no...
Well, you have 2 million people residing in Gaza, of which over 42,000 have been killed.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Is
that genocide after a year?
So what's the threshold?
Well, it's not. My point is that if you're waging genocide, Israel has the capability to kill all 2 million people very quickly.
How about too much killing? Is that good?
I think there has been too much killing.
Yeah. How about extreme termination of life?
I don't think it's a genocide.
I mean, if you don't like the G word, we can.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a genocide, is it?
We're wasting our time in definitions.
Well, we're not, because it's important, because what is genocidal is what Hamas has said they want to do to Israel.
What did they say to do?
They want to eradicate Israel.
Is according to their charter?
Yes.
Which charter?
Well, their original charter said that.
And then what happened in 2017?
Well, I'd rather go forward to what happened.
No. But what happened?
No, hang on.
Like because you're.
I know they rewrote the charter.
Yeah, but why don't you say that?
Because it's overtaken by what happened on October the 7th.
So it doesn't count?
No, because Bassem, because
I mean, you're telling people as if this is the status quo.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying their original charter stated eradication of Israel, and the Hamas spokesman said after October the 7th. We want to keep doing this again and again and again. He said it on camera. That is an existential threat to all Israelis.
Well, there's a lot of horrible things that Israelis say on camera, Piers. But the only
I agree.
But the only difference is that, Israel acts on it, and they have the power to do it.
But I've already told you that I believe that Ben Gvir and Smotrich have used genocidal language.
It's not just them, and you know it's not just
them.
No,
I accept
it's a whole apparatus, a whole system.
They're the two worst offenders in the government.
But the rest of the government is terrible.
Yeah. So my question is again, and I think it's an important one: is I get that you don't think they should have done this the way they've done it, Israel, but given they had to respond. How should they have responded? Because when they responded in a more precision way, and we can come to you, I know you don't agree with me about this, but I think you criticised Bill Maher for saying that what they did with Hezbollah was military success. Well, indisputably, from a military perspective, it was successful. They managed to be very precise in targeting 3,000 members of Hezbollah at the same time through pages. As an active military strategy, it was very effective. It did kill a lot of civilians as well.
Yeah.
And that is
That's
obviously...
too bad, of course.
No, it is too bad. All civilian death is too bad. But my point is, if they had done that strategy in Gaza, where they had gone after Hamas through pages or whatever, I still think you would have said it was wrong.
Israel is the strongest part in this, and they have unlimited supply of money and power.
Yeah.
And as you say in superhero movies, with great power there's great responsibility. And the whole idea of like how could they respond, and then we sit there discussing this while Israel actually responding on a daily basis. By the time we finish this interview,
it's a valid question, isn't it? It's a valid question about how you think they should have done it differently, or you think they should have done nothing.
No, I didn't say that they said nothing. But
so
Israel has the technology and the ability to do more surgical attacks than this. But to decimate a whole region, displacing 100% of the population, I don't think we.
I think it's wrong.
Good.
I agree with you.
Good.
I do.
Good. Now, it's not on me to decide to Israel what to do. Maybe Israel could check with itself and see what had led to that. Yes, what happened is terrible, but they need to discuss. But the thing is, there's a roadblock between us, Piers. because it seems that we are far apart of actually what happened October 7th. And I know there's a lot of people here came and talk about what happened October 7th. I would like to have a chance to tell you what, from my point of view, what me and my people think. And
Go
you
on,
can,
tell me. Tell me what you think happened.
So there are three big things that made the world accept what is happening now in Palestine. And they talk like, what will happen now? What can we get it? Three things. The story about the decapitated babies.
That was not true.
Good. So why didn't the Western media refute it? Why didn't they?
Well, it was
back?
refuted very quickly.
Really?
Yes.
But
very quickly.
How many times how many times the Western media has used that media until today? Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is still repeating it until now.
Well,
Benjamin Netanyahu.
It's not true.
I know, but it was.
But it has been discounted by the media.
No, not really.
It has.
Not really. Not really, and it didn't. And in the discounted and refuting, and I think when you have an apology or a retraction, it has.
All right, guys, we gotta clear some stuff up here. We gotta clear some stuff up, guys. So this whole idea of how Israel should have responded to the October 7th attacks. Well, first of all, they did nuke Gaza. Let's just be honest with you guys. 79,000 tons of explosives used in that entire year, compared to only I think it was 15,000 tons used on the Hiroshima nuclear atomic bomb. And Gaza is only 360 square kilometers. Hiroshima is 3 times that size. So they did nuke Gaza. Okay, they did nuke Gaza, which was and the response was not measured, unprecedented. A whole lot of civilian lives. Obviously, there's a huge civilian casualty that happened. At least 100,000 civilians are died or maybe buried under the rubble, and then you have 30,000 Hamas fighters. And till today, any interview some of these IDF officials have done, they can't give you an exact number of how many people from Hamas that they killed. You know, so it's you can't justify that the response was balanced or it was appropriate. You know, let's just be honest here, man. It was not an appropriate response. They could have taken it. They could have conducted strategical, because they're Israel's one of the most sophisticated and advanced militaries in the world. I mean, they're targeting people on if it's a 100-floor building and they want to target the 57th floor and keep the building intact, they can do that. They've done that. You know, so they're not, they know what they're doing. They're very strategic and sophisticated. Why is there that many civilian casualties? How do you explain that? And they're still not able to explain it till today. Piers, he has to do what he has to do. But when you start hitting him with the facts, he doesn't know how to respond to that. He doesn't know how to counter that. So, yeah, they could have easily taken out. You could have done strategic surgical operations in Gaza, limited civilian casualties. But the reality of it is, I mean, those who know what's going on know what's going on. And this whole idea of they could have nuked Gaza and took them out. They did. 79,000 tons of explosives used on a 360 square kilometer sized piece of land. Compared to Hiroshima, it was only 15,000 tons, and the Japanese the government there just surrendered. So the amount of resistance and fortitude that the people in Gaza have is unprecedented.